carried away prisoners out of their own land in the time of Oshea the king.
These are the 10 tribes that were carried away captive out of their own land during the time of Hosea the king. Go ahead.
Whom Salmanassar the king of Assyria led away captive. And he carried them over the waters, and so came they into another land.
The New World. Go ahead.
But they took this counsel among themselves, that they would leave the multitude of the heathen, and go forth into a further country where never mankind dwelt.
They went into a country where no mankind dwelt before that time. So that's a bold-faced lie that people were here in the Americas or in the earth millions and millions of years ago. Okay, that's straight philosophy that's coming from the Gentiles or heathens to distort the truth of the lost tribes. They went through all these different steps, be it schools and religious institutions, to hide who the lost sheep is today, to hide who the true people are. Read on.
That they might there keep their statutes, which they never kept in their own land.
And they came to keep their statutes, which they didn't keep in their own land, in 2 Kings the 17th chapter. Read on.
And they entered into Euphrates by the narrow passages of the river.
Now it's showing you how they got to the Americas. They went through the Euphrates, around Africa, over the ocean. Go ahead.
For the Most High then showed signs for them, and held still the flood till they were passed over. For through that country there was a great way to go, namely of a year and a half.
It took a year and a half. The Lord stilled the waters. He made sure their ships wouldn't wreck. And it took the Indian tribes, or the tribes that the Europeans called Indian, to get over to this new land we're standing in here today. We're sitting in here today. The same land we're sitting on today in America. He gave it to those Indian tribes. It took them 1 year and a half to get here to the Americas. And you're going to find out, if you go into Christopher Columbus Dialys, his own memoirs, you're going to find out that in those memoirs, it shows beyond any shadow of a doubt that Christopher Columbus used the Apocrypha in 2nd Esdras to state his case to the queen, that he knows the lost tribes would come over to this land. So all that stuff they thought the earth was flat and all that was a bunch of garbage they were selling people in the New World. They knew that the earth was round because the Bible tells you the earth is round. But they couldn't find this land because the Lord would shipwreck them before they could get over here. The Lord held the waters still for his people so that they can get over here safely. Took them 1 year and a half to get here. Read on.
And the same region is called Asareth.
It is called Asareth. What is Asareth? Asareth means hidden land. The Most High hid it from the heathen. It's the new world that was promised to God's people, Israel, who became the lost sheep. We're going to show you how they became parts of the lost sheep. How did they lose their identity? How did they lose their customs which they promised to keep when they got over here? We're going to show you. You've seen the movie APOCYLIPTO and all the evil that they started doing, what they were learning, how they were sacrificing their own people. So they started going back into the same evil. Then something happened where they lost their identity altogether. But yes, the Indian tribes over here are highly spiritual people. Highly spiritual. They just lost their way. So we're about to go into the book of Genesis and break down beyond any shadow of a doubt who are the lost sheep of Israel. Stay tuned.